Hello everyone, here's Ulrike Sophia from Exploring Deeper, your full-time intimacy activist. It's been a while since I was on Facebook Live, but I was walking this morning in the rain and I was thinking about life, and I thought that why not share a little bit again about some processes that I've been going through and thinking about a lot. And yes, that has to do with relationships, and I've been sharing in the past about all kinds of attachment dynamics and also about fluid relating, dynamic relating. You can find things that I shared about that in the past here on my videos and my website. When it's up again, it's down for the moment. So let me talk with you about dynamic relating. Yes, because I think many of us live in this very binary idea about relating. Like when you're with someone, you're either in a relationship or you're not, right? Or you're friends with them or not. It's quite binary. It's like this on-off. It's at least that's how we say it in Dutch. Like it's on or it's out. So it's on or it's off the relationship. And there's not much in between. So thinking from that binary perspective, if a relationship isn't working, you got to break up. You got unless you want to stay and compromise and be in a situation where you don't want to be in. So the binary way of looking at relationships will have you either be in it or not be in it, and that's it, right? And I don't like that very much. So how could you relate if you look at it from a perspective of fluid relating? And fluid relating or dynamic relating is a term that I like to use for relationships that change, where you can be friends, but maybe friends means that you do sleep naked with each other, or maybe then you become lovers or partners. And then, as the needs and desires and boundaries change throughout your life, the shape and the form and the content of the relationship, like how you design it, changes as well. That's a completely different way of looking at relating than this binary perspective of on or off. And I'm going through that with the person that I see most at the moment, where we noticed that after a year of relating, it wasn't working. There were things like there's so much love, there still is, there's so much love between us. And there are things that aren't working. So at some point I told them, we need to redesign our relationship, because it's, we've been trying this shape for a year and it's just not working. And this morning I was thinking about it, using an analog of an employee. What was happening for us in this design was that, I had taken the example of an employee, is that I have this position next to me and it comes with a job description, just like if you would apply for a job, there's this description of needs and desires, some things that you really have to have, some things that are preferred that you have, some things that you should not have, there's a whole description. And sometimes it happens that someone actually fulfills that position that doesn't comply with the job description. So someone is fulfilling the position without fulfilling the job description. Now, when that happens in a company, you can do three things. You can fire the person, you can compromise on how you want that job to be filled, so the person is not able to do the job the way the company needs it to, but they compromise. Or find a new position for this person, so find a different job within the company for this person, put them in a place where they actually shine, where they really can bring in their gifts and bring value. So you can do the same with a relationship. If you notice that it's not really working, you could fire the person, aka you could break up. You could compromise your needs and desires in the relationship and stay in a relationship that's not working for you. Or, coming from the dynamic relating point of view, change the relationship, change the position that this person is taking. And for me, that's kind of what we did. It's to me, it really helps in my head, it really helps, and your head might be different, but this is how my head works. I felt this person, I felt them on a place that didn't match the desires that I have, and that was the place that we agreed they would be in. So in my head, there would be like this tension, like this doesn't make sense. This person is in a place, I want them there, but it's not fulfilling in the way that I want to. So when I said, let's renegotiate to them, we had long conversations, and we decided that I expressed to them, like, you know what, I actually need that place that you're taking out to be vacant. I need it to be empty. It doesn't mean that I don't want you in my life. I want you in my life. I just not on that chair, not on that seat, not in that job position, because that's not what you're fulfilling. And in my head, it just helps so much to kind of like imagine that this is a vacant job, like this is a vacant position that does not need to be fulfilled right away. There's no rush. But acknowledging that this position is there, so that this person I'm relating with can take another chair, can take another position with different needs and boundaries that come with that position. And now we are still in the unfolding, like, okay, what does that really look like? Okay, it's different from our relationship 1.0. We're now in the relationship 2.0. Like, I really like to kind of like call it a different relationship, even though it's with the same person and there was no break in between. But it feels like one book closed and we opened a new one, or a new chapter in the story of the book. And like right now we're still unfolding, like, okay, what does it actually mean to how much we see each other? What does it mean to who we introduce each other to? What does it mean to what we do together? How we spend our time together? What does it mean? And I'm noticing that where in relationship 1.0, it felt like I was hitting something, like there wasn't space for everything that I needed. Now in version 2.0, it feels like there is an opening. We can like look at things with fresh eyes. We can see the dynamics that were at play in version 1.0. We were kind of like trying to squeeze the relationship into a code that didn't fit. Whereas now we find it a code that fits. And it's like, okay, so what are our dynamics? What is our polarity here? What are our sexy dynamics? What are our kinky dynamics? What are, we're just reconsidering everything. And it feels like there's much more creativity just by renegotiating. Not breaking up, not saying like one of us is wrong, we're doing something wrong. That was not it. Like, it's not that some person is lacking. It's like, no, we need to find positions in each other's lives where we actually can shine, where we can add value to each other's lives. And maybe, yes, that means like looking at it anew and having the courage to acknowledge what's not working and not try to make it work if that's just not working between us. So maybe, we're not in a monogamous relationship. Maybe that part it can be fulfilled elsewhere. Or maybe we can reshape it and fulfill it in a different way. So I hope that helps. A little stream of thoughts on a dynamic or fluid relating, looking at relationships in a different way than from a binary point of view, where relationships are either on or off. They are there or they're not there. But looking at them in a different way. So please share your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you and how you look at this, what your experiences are. Any questions, feedback, reflections are super welcome. Take care. Have an amazing day. So much love. Mwah!